Hello everyone, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from the world. We are down at Stansted in a lovely Jet2 737-800 on a flight to Alicante, and conveniently, Jet2Alicante. But yeah, we are going to be basically doing this, hopefully a weekly occurrence, just random flights, random aircraft, random places of the world, try and sort of cut the video into little bits and make it the best we can for you. But yeah, I'm just going to be showing you a few little bits, and yeah, it's about a 2 hour, 20-minute flight time roughly, but hopefully we can make a very good trip down. The weather's cleared off in the UK as well. The last few days, it's been sort of rather windy, and blustery, and it's much clearer now, and hopefully we'll be able to see lots of stuff out in the skies down at Stansted. We are also slightly different this time around though. If you were tuning in obviously previously from the British Airways A318 video, this time around we are connected to VATSIM. We do have ATC down at Stansted as well, so it's going to change it up a little bit and make it a little bit more exciting. But it should be good. So yeah, this is InnyBuild Stansted is where we're at the moment. Obviously you can see you've got monorails and things like that. I think InnyBuilds are due to release a Southampton very soon. I don't know, it's been sort of teased in comparison with sort of other Southamptons that we've got out there at the moment. I'm sure the InnyBuilds one will not fail to deliver. But yeah, here we are. We've got all of the passengers will start boarding very soon. We've got Sobar Aviation Services. I did originally have Ryanair there, but I thought, you know, it would make more sense to have some sort of other aviation services. But yeah, lovely Jet2 livery we're in today. We've got the chrome sort of, I think these are CFMs. I want to say they're CFMs. We've got the chrome sort of ring around the engine. Obviously the nice, I mean, there's something about the Jet2 livery that is just so freaking awesome. I love it. Yeah, you can't really fault it. I mean, out of the two, I would prefer this one over the Jet2 Holidays, like the white one with the sun on the tail. But personally, yeah, I think Airbus, the A321s are probably good for the Jet2 Holidays livery, but definitely the 737-800's got to be in the red and grey. It's incredible. But yeah, Golf Juliet Zulu Hotel Papa, and we'll go and have a look at the flight plan, and we will get boarding. Okay, so this is the flight plan for Chanix 9 at Zulu Victor, which is the call sign we're using today. Flight time is 2 hours 28 minutes, cruising at flight level 370. 57.0 fuel, which will get loaded in a moment, and 10.5 tons of fuel. So it's a bit of a chunkier flight than what we did the other week. But it looks like we're out of Stansted on runway 22 via the Nugbo 1 Romeo departure, and then we're into Alicante on runway 28, which I believe is over the sea, and then coming in, which should be a really nice arrival over the beach. And that's on the Victor Lima Charlie 3 November arrival. And it looks something a little bit like this. So yeah, really scenic, I suppose, out of Stansted, going to the west of London, down through Reading, just past Gatwick, through France, over a little bit of Spain, over Valencia, and then pretty much travelling down, I suppose, the east coast of Spain, and then into Alicante a little bit later on. So yeah, it looks like a really good flight, and I highly recommend any of you guys to try this out. Right, so we'll jump in the plane then. We'll go and have a look on the overhead. So first things first, batteries, ground power, emergency exit lights. They're the three that I normally would do first. Yaw damper will leave off at the moment. Fuel pumps will leave off because we need to get the fuel loaded. Window heats we can get on, and probe seats as well. Good hydraulic pumps, and this needs to go up to flight level 370, which is for our cabin pressure. That was very conveniently stops. I love auto scroll wheels. Packs will remain off at the moment as well, and we'll get a logo light on. Anti-collision doesn't need to be turned on yet. We'll keep that on to steady. And that is pretty much good for the overhead for now. I might just get some panel brightness as well. I know it's during the day, but it always looks a little bit nicer to have a little bit of brightness on. And if we just go ahead and tune into Stansted ground, we're at 121.730, and then we can just monitor that frequency while we're setting up the aircraft. Right, anyway, we'll get the RSs put in. Routing information, flight plan request. Let me just remove that there. We should be able to find, hopefully, the one we're on here. For EGSS LEAL, chuck that in, select it. All it will do is just load in all the flight plan, all the legs, and then we'll also put in our flight number, which is Echo X-Ray Sierra Chanix, and then 9 Zulu Victor. It's also in the top left here of the stream as well. This is normally the overlay I would use over on Twitch. It's just, I mean, I've had it for years, to be fair. I don't really see the need of changing it. I might update it again at some point in the future, but it does what it needs to do. I know that it's not always, you know, looked at, but it's pretty cool to have a progress bar working from left to right as well. What we're going to go do as well, just before we get our clearance, I'm just going to get the ATIS information. Oh, there we go. So information delta at Stansted at the moment. Runway is 22, so our flight plan was correct. Signaling visibility is okay. It's 13 degrees down here. altimeter 996. So it's quite a low QNH. Might be something to do with the thunderstorms a little bit earlier. All we need to know and tell the ATC is information delta and 996. You'll see how this works in just a second. And standard ground, good morning, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, Boeing 738 on stand 43. Requesting alpha clearance to Alicante, please. We've got information delta 996.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, ground, good morning, clear to Alicante, Nugbo 1 Romeo departure, squawk 1077.
We're cleared to Alicante on the Nugbo 1 Romeo departure, runway 22, and we're squawking 1077, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, readback correct. I'll need you at an odd level. Are you able to accept 35 or 330?
Yeah, we can accept 350, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, thanks. I'll update your flight plan, new flight level 350.
No problem, we'll copy that, flight level 350, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. Awesome, so what we did there, we just got a clearance. We just found out that it obviously was the Nugbo Run 1 Romeo departure. However, we did file for an even flight plan. I don't know what Vatsin was doing there, but he's just changed us onto flight level 350, so we'll go and make sure, obviously lower that a little bit as well. So if we were going on the overhead, I think that it just obviously when I pre-filed it through SimBrief, it must have just put in the wrong flight level. But 350, we've been cleared. We've also been given a squawk code of 1077. So we'll go and check that in here as well. 1077. It's so much better having ATC as well. It does make the flights feel so much more realistic. Auto throttle, flight directors, and initial climb for the clearance. So this is the Nugbo 1 Romeo departure that we've been cleared on. Bit of an unusual one because obviously we're going to Alicante. Alicante's north, we're heading south. No, they are Alicante's south, we're heading north. But it's okay because after Nugbo we pretty much turn left anyway, just going west of London. Stansted's in a really weird position when it comes to London. But yeah, initial climb will be 4,000 feet out of here, so we'll go and put in 4,000 here as well. And we'll get the runway heading. This is runway 22, which is heading 222, all the twos for the runway heading, and that is pretty much going the overhead. In terms of ILS and things, we'll go and get that sorted when we get obviously in cruise or something, and we'll also go and change the QNH to 996, which is obviously from the ATIS earlier. Perfect. Auto brake can go to RTO, and what we'll do is go and turn on the APU, and then we'll go and get ready for pushback. And that's us ready for pushback. So if we go pushback nose right, and obviously because we're on VATSIM, we can't just push back straight away. We've got to ask for it. So we'll go ahead and ask standstill ground now for pushback clearance. And Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, we are ready for push and start.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, roger, hold position. I'll give you a call back in 2 minutes.
Maybe it's because... there's the answer. I didn't even see this. There's a cheeky little Ryanair behind us that's pushed back. So he's probably going to be waiting for him to get taxi clearance, then we'll be approved for pushback.
Ryanair 7 uniform, how long do you think you'll be for taxi? We're just about to actually ask for taxi.
There we go. It's quite a easy taxi actually out of here because the runway's literally there. So we'll literally just be taxiing through here and then holding here. There we go.
Ryanair 737 passes behind you from your left to right. Stand 4-3, your push and start is approved.
After the Ryanair passes from left to right behind us, our push and start is approved on stand 4-3, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. So it's quite busy actually. It's I'm filming or recording this on a what is it? A Thursday morning at 9:48 AM. It's quite an unusual time to see Stansted this busy, but yeah, we've got Ryanairs, we've got 2Es. I don't quite understand or know what reg that is. It might just be a private charter or something of that Boeing. He's on London control at the moment. And then also there's a 2E off to somewhere, although he's also off to the grass, so not too sure what that guy's up to, but there we go. Right, let's get ready for our pushback.
Hello, we've got a great flight lined up for you today, but first, here are the safety procedures of this Boeing 737-800. You'll find a safety instruction card. It has all sorts of safety information. If you need to leave the aircraft quickly, take off your shoes or anything that may damage the slide. Leave all luggage behind and go to your nearest usable exit. Make sure you put your own mask on first before helping anyone else. The bag on the mask may not inflate, but rest assured that oxygen will still be flowing. Then pull the strap to adjust so it's tight and low around your waist.
It always adds to the realism when you hear a bit of Jesklin on a Jet2 flight. Right, we've done our flight control checks. It looks like the Ryanair's just lining up here, and then it'll be the 2E, then it'll be us. So we're number 3 to depart, and we'll go and ask for our taxi. And Chanix 9 Zulu Victor is ready for taxi.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor via Charlie, Hotel and Sierra, taxi holding point Sierra 1, runway 22.
Via Charlie Hotel and Sierra, taxi holding point 01 for runway 22 at Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. So what he's getting us doing here is pretty much taxiing. We're on apron Charlie at the moment, so Charlie and then Hotel, which is a left-hand turn, and then a right on Sierra, and then we'll hold Sierra 1. So we'll just basically be following exactly where that Ryanair was. We've already set flap 5 as well. We've just done a few little bits there off the cut, but everything is pretty much good. We'll go ahead and also remove the APU, so we'll turn on the engine power, APU off, and make sure our packs are on, isolation valve on as well, and APU bleed. If we didn't do that, then the passengers probably will not be able to breathe when we get through like 10,000 feet. And the amount of times I've done that on stream, I mean, comments can back me up. I have, yeah, I can't even count with my fingers or my toes, to be honest. I always forget my packs, so I'm glad I remembered them. Without Twitch chat as well. Right, so it's a right-hand turn here. Pretty much through Charlie, and then this is Hotel in front of us, and then we'll take a right on Sierra. I can't imagine we'll be getting ahead of the 2E. I mean, he's holding short Sierra 2, it looks like, or Sierra 3. I'm not sure what one that is. Just a second, he'll get us over to London.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, Sierra 1, hold short of runway 22, contact London Control 127.1, bye-bye.
127.1 for London, and hold short runway 22 Sierra 1, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. Awesome. I can't really taxi to save my life. 127.1 we'll go over to in a second. I'm using my rudder pedals to taxi, which probably isn't the best practice. There's Sierra 3, so this is what they normally use for a Cat 2 or Cat 3 if it's really foggy out there. 2 is just holding short here, and it looks like London might be quite busy, so we might be holding here for a little bit. I've just realised we were on standard pressure the entire taxi. I don't know what happened there, but we'll keep it to 996. And London Control, good morning. Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. We're holding Sierra 1 at Stansted.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, London Control, good morning. I'm just waiting to see if I've got contact with that 2E, because I've given him a line-up clearance, but he's not moving.
Okay, so it looks like the 2Es maybe unresponsive or something's happened there in the cockpit.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, you called me first, so surface wind
is
210 degrees 6 knots, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Perfect, thank you for that. Runway 22, we're clear for takeoff. Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. Well, I'm sorry, but you snooze, you lose, buddy. He's just sat there. He got given clearance to line up, but screw him. We're out here first. We're more proactive than him. It's fine. Right, let's get ourselves all prepped for takeoff. So, takeoff lights can be turned on. I'm happy about that. Strobes on as well. And we'll just line up. Give it a few seconds, and then we'll jet off. Damn, I wonder if that 2 is also off to Alicante. I bet his passengers are not too pleased, but never mind. Right. We should be good. You know what? Let's do a rolling takeoff. We're pretty much good to go anyway. Flaps are set. Auto brake is on RTO. Takeoff lights are on. Engines are continuous. Let's punch it. Start the chrono on the left-hand side here. And we'll go up to 50% thrust. And toga.
What's a 2687? Nothing further for you, I'm afraid. Continue with Unicom 122.8.
122.8.
80 knots checked.
7. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And V1 rotate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sensitivity. We didn't tail strike though. I saved it. Positive rated climb, gear up. I forgot how sensitive. This joystick sometimes goes super sensitive, although it might just be a skill issue, but there we go. Right, we're in the air anyway. We'll pass at least 1,000, 2,000 feet before we make that right-hand turn. Ho, ho, ho. I love to see it. Goodbye, 2E. Oh, he's finally decided to line up now. Maybe the roar of my engines woke him up. Oh, it's quite hazy, actually. It looks a lot hazier than in this direction. I mean, Stansted was quite clear. I mean, look, you can see for miles here, but I mean, the sim looks absolutely incredible, though. Absolutely incredible. I don't know where my flight directors are trying to get us to, but...
Zulu Victor, report your passing altitude.
Passing 3,500, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, thanks for that climb now, flight level 160.
Climb now, flight level 160, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. We're climbing up. Gear to off position, auto brake to off. And speed's good, so we'll get flaps up to 0 as well.
Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, route direct to Cowley.
Route direct to Cowley, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. Cowley. Cowley. Nice little direct there. We'll zoom out on the screen here. We'll get our traffic radar and weather radar on as well. Okay, so there we go. We should have really headed a little bit further north, but because of that direct to Cowley there that London given us, we're obviously taking a little bit more of a shortcut. That TUI's off to Brussels, it seems, EBBR. The TUI behind us. And then, I mean, I've lost the Ryanair that took off, to be fair. He would be somewhere in the skies, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, so we'll be over to Unicom, unfortunately, when we leave the UK. But it'll make it a little bit quieter, and then we'll have a nice little 2-hour trek down to Alicante, where it looks like there's only 2 arrivals at the moment. Myself and William. William's come from Manchester, I'm coming from Stansted. I'm also using the new sky colours as well. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out my latest video. It's from a guy from AV Sim. Basically, it just enhances the sky colours, makes them look better in sunset, sort of dawn, dusk, even during the day. So if your skies don't look like this, or you want them to, go and check out that video. And it might help you out. It's just a few little EXE tweaks, but we don't really know if it's stable on like MSFS updates and stuff yet. So,
X9 Zulu Victor. Unfortunately, no further ATC for yourself either this morning. Continue with Unicom. Good morning.
Over to Unicom 128. Thank you for your service. Have a good one, X9 Zulu Victor. So that's us over to Unicom then, and then we have control basically of everything the aircraft does. So 128. I'm happy to carry on for Cowley, take a left-hand turn, top of climb around here, but the one thing I will do is put this up to 350, and then we don't really have to touch the altitude anymore until we're up to cruise. Okay, so we just reached top of climb, flight level 350. Pretty much everything is good. Fuel check, we got 8.6 tons. We're expecting, what are we expecting? 5.0, sorry, I've literally just had breakfast. 5.0 for the fuel is what we're expecting. So we're still going to have loads and loads of fuel when we get down to Alicante, but I'd rather have, you know, too much fuel than not enough. But yeah, we're currently flying over just basically off the south coast of the UK, between Brighton and Southampton at Bognor Regis, it looks like. And yeah, we've got quite a way to go over France, over Spain, down to Alicante. But I'll probably do a little time lapse or something. And yeah, I'll catch you on the other end. Okay, so we're about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half, and since I last spoke with you, although it'll probably be seconds on the video, we're about 10 minutes away from top of descent, so I think now's a perfect opportunity to get the ILS in and get planning for the arrival. So if we jump in the cockpit here, obviously you can see after VLC we're not going anywhere, and obviously we want to go to Alicante. So let's just get the METAR up if we can for Lima Echo Alpha Lima. And it's giving us a, what is it, 210 at 5 knots. VOR Zulu then, for runway 28. So there is no ILS frequency, it'll just be a VOR in. Okay, so we're just about to pass top of descent as we head on our way down to Valencia. Or over Valencia for Alicante. So let's go and start a descent. We'll initially descend, I think, down to about 16,000 feet. Okay, we just got the speed brakes out a little bit. We do actually see the lovely... I don't know if this is Alicante, actually. Okay, that's Benidorm. Ah, okay. There's Benidorm out to our left, then. And Alicante, I believe, is just out to our right. There's the city of Alicante. Alicante Airport should be... I can't quite get eyes on it, but I'm pretty sure it's just on the other side of the city there. As for everything, though, we are pretty much good. I could extend and go vectors for the downwind. I'm quite happy with how we're currently doing it, though, although we're 700 feet above. It's not the end of the world. So when we get down onto our, I guess, VNAV profile, we'll get the speed down as well. Landing lights and engines are continuous, is all good. That's all good on the overhead as well. Alicante traffic, Chanix 9 Zulu Victor. We are roughly on a 20 nautical mile approach for runway 28. We'll let you know when we're on short final. And what that basically does, if you're on VATSIM and you're on Unicom, it just lets any sort of aircraft within vicinity of you, whether that be planes on the ground at Alicante or just planes also coming into land. Although obviously, you know, we've got tools like this. So there is somebody behind me. The William, yes. So William right behind me. This is the guy who I mentioned earlier when we looked at VATSpy. He's in an A320 all the way from Manchester. He's just slightly behind me. So we'll let him know once we vacated. And there's also a guy on his way back to Manchester. Who looks like he's just pushed back as well. So, although he looks like he's pushed back for the other runway 10. So, I'm not sure. I mean, winds are 210 at 5, so they're not strong winds, but I mean, 5 knots I suppose is probably quite. It's enough to probably determine a runway. To be fair.
Doesn't time fly? As we prepare for landing, please sit down, buckle up, and stay seated.
Please check your seat pockets and floor for any newspapers, cups, bottles and wrappers, and hand them over to our cabin crew when they come round to clear up.
Right, All that's left to do is sit back and relax. We're almost there.
Gotta love a bit of Jess Glynn, don't you? Right, that was William on frequency. We just heard him behind us. He is aware of us as well, which is good. So what I'm going to do, once we've turned on final here, I'm going to take probably control of the plane as well. We'll drop the gear as soon as the wings have leveled out. And there is somebody obviously taxiing down on the ground as well. So landing gear down now, flaps 15, flap 25. And then we'll let Unicom know as well that we're coming in for runway 28. So yeah, just double check. Auto brake set to 2. Landing gears down. Flap will go flap 30 now, and we'll double check our VREF speed. We'll do flap 40 137. We'll do about 142 on final approach speed. We're not quite within 40 ME, so we'll keep it 160. And we are good. Okay, autopilot can come out then. I'm also going to turn off the auto throttle. I'll put 140 in here so that we know that's what we're pretty much aiming at. And those coming out a little bit. That's just the trim. Right, flaps 40 now. They're all the way down. Hopefully. I mean, what's the flight time? We've been in the air for 2 hours and 28 minutes. 2 hours 33 off blocks. So speed's good. Altitude is a tiny bit high, but it's okay. I'd rather be too high than too low on something like this. But we are very stable coming in. According to our screens, we are perfect. There we go. Now it's one way. There you go. Minimums. We're going to continue. 2 white, 2 red. Perfect. Nose come up slightly here. Speed's dropping. Make sure we still got that power in the engines. Can't see the traffic on the ground, but that's okay. Oh, it looks gorgeous. I love Microsoft Flight Sim. Honestly, it is like the best place to, I mean, learn how to fly whilst you're sat on a chair, kind of thing. It's just incredible visually as well. There's even cars going on the road there. That is sick. Alright, here we go. Let's try and get it on the marks if we can.
100. 50. 30. 20.
And idle.
10.
Nice. Little bit right at that centre line, but we can fix that nicely. Reverse thrust, auto brake, decel, and spoilers. And there's William behind us as well. Very nice. Although my centre line needs some work. Right, anyway, we'll manually touch the brakes there. Auto brake has been disarmed. We'll turn that off. We'll keep her rolling down until the next vacate point. We'll go and watch the, I think it was the Ryanair behind us coming to land as well.
Alicante traffic, Ryanair, 1 Quebec holding Alpha for...
Oh, oh, okay, so the Ryanair down here is wanting to depart 10, which is interesting, but he's going to have to wait for one more arrival. And Alicante traffic, Chenix 9 and Zulu Victor. We just vacated on Alpha 2. Right, we'll fix the wing, get the flaps in. There's the guy on final. I don't know if you can see him over here. We'll watch him come into land as we're taxiing. And we'll go and turn off the taxi. I'm happy with that landing, actually. That was really good. Shame about the centre line, but you know what? I mean, it's not the end of the world. The passengers wouldn't have known about that, so it's fine. It's all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please don't all jump up just yet.
Rather than standing and waiting, please stay seated and buckled up until we switch the seatbelt signs off. As tempting as it is, please leave all electronic devices in your bags or pockets.
You can switch them on when we open the aircraft doors. And just to let you know, you're not allowed to smoke on the journey to the terminal or in the terminal itself.
Before you go, please make sure you've got everything with you.
And take care when you open the overhead lockers, as some things may have moved during the flight.
Our friendly representatives will take you into the terminal and will be happy to help. Thanks for flying with us today, and we hope you had a lovely flight.
So if we maybe aim for stand number 25 here, we'll be able to get GSX ready for it as well. We get to stand, get deboarding done, shut down the plane, and I would count that as a wrap. A very enjoyable flight, actually. I know you guys didn't really see much of cruise, but I mean, you know, we can upload a 2.5 hour video, or I can chop it up and try and make sort of a half an hour, 40-minute video out of it. So hopefully you enjoyed anyway.
Zulu Victor, question if I may. I'm actually thinking I may be on the wrong room, departing the wrong runway.
Hang on.
But on flight radar they're showing us departure is 10. Did you just come in on 28 just for the scenic route, or is it just pre-programmed?
28, because it's the one the wind's favouring.
Ah, right, okay. I'm just conscious that flight radar showing them that's 10.
Yeah, I think this guy's a little bit confused. I think in real life they're doing 10 then, but obviously winds are favouring where this William guy's coming in, so I'm not. Yeah, that Ryanair's a little bit confused on the ground, but I totally understand though. Totally understand where he's coming from. Right, here's the sorry, there's an EasyJet behind us. Okay, the Ryanair's the one on the ground. This is Williams landing into Alicante. Oh, heavy flare. He's bounced it. He's bounced it. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't actually too bad. It was still very nice landing. Very, very nice indeed. On the touchdown zone, so I'll give him that one. I'll give him that one.
Complete traffic line here. Once you get around runway 10.
There you go. He's still staying on 10, to be fair.
Where are you flying to?
Love it.
Manchester.
Oh, I've just come from there.
He's
you going straight back or are you done?
Nah, that'll be me done for the day.
Oh, just general chit chat on Unicom. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. They're both from Manny. They're both from Manny. Love it. Right. Oh wow, we're all over the place. What is going on the ground? Right, we'll swing her in left over here. More of a tighter turn. Right. Anyway, we are good. We'll turn off our taxi light now as well. Engines can go back to off position. We are on 2 blue, so we're just waiting for that 1 red for the parking brake. And we'll stop there. Perfect. I'll take that. I'll take that. Right, parking brake is on now. We have got the 1 red and we've got the 2 blue from the APU. So we'll kill engine 2, kill engine 1. And there you go. A warm, warm welcome down into Alicante. I mean, it's probably warmed up to about 28, 29 degrees now. Oh, hang on. Do we have a bit of Gangnam style going on here? I love GSX when it does this. 2 times in a row. I had this literally yesterday as well. Where's my plane gone? Oh, we missed it. No. You saw her dancing for a minute anyway. She's just taking a bow there. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Right, anyway, there you go. Jet2Alicante. Let's get all of the jetway connected and all the stairs as well. So, let's request deboarding. It should do it automatically. There you go. Jetway's on its way as well. In terms of the overhead, let's do everything we need to. So, let's set the chocks. We'll get the GPU, hopefully, connected to the aircraft, wherever that lives. There you go, request ground power. 4.1 tons of fuel left. That, to be honest, will probably be enough to get us back to... actually, we know it won't be. I'm about to say, we loaded 10.5 tons, didn't we? So we burnt about 6,000 on the way. So that's not enough to get us back to Stansted if we wanted to. But yeah, there you go. Right, GPU can be turned on now. We'll turn off the APU. Make sure the engines are off positions as well, which they are. Beacon light can be turned off, strobe off as well. We should have really done that when we were taxiing, but it's fine. APU's off. We'll turn off the isolation valve, and packs will be turned off as well. Probe heats, window heats, all of that jazz. Fuel pumps as well. And there we go, guys. A very good landing. Let's have a look at the landing rate, though. We'll go and publish the landing rate there, and we'll have a look what it is. If we go flights here and jump in this one. So very, very enjoyable flight. I'm hoping that we can do something like this every Friday, that I can obviously just edit for you guys, and you can obviously tune in, you know, when you've got free time. Hey, there you go. Minus 75 feet per minute. I will take that. I will take that for our landing. Let's just have a quick look if it's on the marks as well. Yeah, that's still on the marks. So, you know, a little bit of improvement with that center line. But other than that, I'm happy with that landing. Very, very enjoyable indeed. We'll see where this EasyJet's taxiing as well. But there you go, guys. That is a wrap for the Jet 2 flight. I'll go and show some replays and stuff like that, but hopefully you enjoyed the arrival and the entire flight all the way from Stansted down to Alicante. Please make sure to join my Discord server as well, and do check out my Twitch channel. I'm live on most evenings about 1900 Zulu, which is about, no, sorry, about 1800 Zulu, which is about sort of 7 PM UK time. Some weekends I go live during the day as well, so do make sure to check out the Twitch and the Discord. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whether you're, I mean, unless you're going to sleep. I mean, like, I sometimes watch YouTube just laying in bed, so enjoy your sleep, I guess. But yeah, other than that, thank you all for tuning in, and there you go. From Chanix 9 Zulu Victor, all the way down to Alicante. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.